morning, good afternoon, good evening. Greeting to all. Anywhere you're watching us from, we are on to Talk to the Africa. There's a new update here that we plan to bring to hearing of everyone in Talk to the Africa. So when you have access to this video, share, comment, and like, and then let other ones to be aware of the updates. That will help communities, families, and every individuals to have access to this update. So don't waste time to do that, and that will be the best way to help everybody all over the world. What is the update is all about? There's something we see presently in Nigeria presently that is telling on particular region of the country, and we want to dive into it. And when we dive into that will bring us to a particular knowledge. What is that? In southwest part of Nigeria, over 2 decades ago, there's something that that side have enjoyed. They enjoy a lot of things, and that amount to something great from that region. So what is that? When Awu was still alive, when he was still alive, strongly, he supported the region handsomely. He did a lot of job to enable every individuals in that area to have access to sound education. After a while, the leader of that region substitute that sound education to something that we cannot write anything about. And what is that? Recent time in Nigeria have shown, statistics have shown that people from that region are no more paying needed attention to education. Why? Is it because of there's no scholarship again? Is it because of there's not one to help the people of that region? The truth is this: the so-called leaders are not ready to contribute anything. The so-called parents in that region are not really doing well to enable the younger ones to do best when it comes to education. Because then, when we are talking about, as history tells, it shows that both the parents and the leader of communities join hands together to achieve that greatness. But presently, there's no such thing. Why? Was because we have a lot of parents today that have this thought in their mind. And what is the thought? The thought is all about, I want to have a child. When the child grow up, it will take care of me. That thought is, I don't know what to call it. Is a slap on any parent that have such thought in his mind that his child is coming to take care of him, rather than he or her take care of the child. Because the reason is this: that thought have really bring us to where we find ourselves presently. We'll see some children today, instead of them to be in school, they've substitute that education for agbero. Owomida. Where's the money? In every junction from Lagos down to Osun State, precisely down to Edo State, you see every junction, every child is on the road, making from people's pocket. It makes transportation systems in that region become so expensive. And we bring this update basically because we see it, and it's something that is telling on citizens of that region, and it's telling on even the so-called strangers, those that comes in that area. Why is it like that? Because something is being substituted for something else. A learned ones, we can also dive into a history. 15 years ago, when you visited a state called Ekiti, we have a lot of professors. Is it the same thing today? Somebody like Wale Soyinka, if he was not live on scholarship, can he have a sound education in Nigeria? A lot of them enjoy that. Where are those things today? No one is talking about it. Nowhere to be found. No one is calling for that. No leader is talking about it. The parents are not even care. The primary parental care is being thrown to dustbin. And we have a bad community. Such bad young ones brings a bad leaders to community. Now we have faulty system that is telling on us today, and those of us have a little way to come to bring this kind of thing. We will not stop talking about it. Because why? Very soon it's eyesore, and it's going to be a problem. Before we land in a big mess, this update have to be given to everyone out there to have access to it. When you have access to it, bring out the point of parents are contributing their quota. The community leaders, the so-called leaders in government arms, are putting things in place to make this work. Not within. A lot of governors from north part of the country, from some other part of the country, are no richer than somebody like MC Oluoma, which is doing Owoda in the name of union, in the name of one cook story that we call cook story, because when you dive into history, in 1985 precisely, when a former military head of state is bringing that union to jeopardize with people's intelligence, to enable him to remain in power. That was the reason why that union was created then. And those of us that know will say it. It's left for self-individual to pick point from it. Now, it's not the same. Know that there's not such unions in some other region, but there's a way they do with it. It's not like here. When you, for instance, a distance that are 5 kilometers, the TIFA is too big for it. But you go to places like visit somewhere in Calabar, visit Jos, visit Kaduna, visit which other state will I mention that I'm conversant with, that the TIFA is quite different. Why? It was because now everyone is not on the road making from people's pocket. I'm not asking for water. Where's my money? Which money are they being given to such people? Don't forget, when such people are on the road and you give such money to, it bounces back to those that enter the vehicles, those that pay, not the drivers, not the conductors on the road. It's still those that enter the vehicle that will pay such huge amount of money to enable them to move from one place to another. What are we saying? The community leaders, parents, teachers, everyone's hands have to come together to look into this critically, so that we will not continue substitute education for Owoda in Southwest. Precisely, presently is telling on them, and their eyes is folded, and no one is ready to open his eye to see beyond his nose, or to see what is happening and what to do about it and move ahead. Well, the way we sit That's where we take our photographs, and then our looks will tell so soon. Because back then, when we have a lot of professors, I know some of my friends, some of my schoolmates that will be beating their chest for it. That, oh, Southwest, we are doing well in the education system. But success is not there anymore. Rather, what we have now is to collect order and build things we like for ourselves, individual. It's everywhere. Some bad eggs, bad leaders are not really looking to that. We are seeing the advice, what we are learning, what we are seeing still remain that the leaders, the parents, everyone's hands have to come together to look into it so that there will be a way forward. When you have access to this, don't forget to share and make comments and like. Look forward to